doesn't collapse. It shifts. The structure still stands, but something inside it moved. I wake up in the same room. Same walls, same ceiling, same body. But the feeling is different. Not dramatic, not heavy. Unreliable. Like standing on a floor that used to feel solid and now feels questionable. Nothing broke loudly. Nothing exploded. No moment of truth. Just small internal noises. Almost polite. I still follow my routines. I still move through the day. I still answer messages. Still eat. Still sleep. From the outside, nothing looks wrong. From the inside, nothing feels sealed anymore. The thoughts don't line up the way they used to. The explanations feel thin. The stories I told myself about why I am like this start sounding rehearsed, like lines I memorized instead of truths I believe. I notice gaps, tiny pauses between who I am and who I pretend to be. They weren't there before, or maybe they were, and I just didn't feel them. Distraction doesn't work as long. Silence isn't empty anymore. It's crowded. Not with thoughts, with awareness. I become aware of how often I override myself. How often I say it's fine when it isn't. How often I stay because leaving feels complicated. Not impossible. Complicated. That difference matters now. I don't feel strong. I don't feel brave. I don't feel ready. But I don't feel stable either. And that's new. Before, I could sit inside numbness and call it neutral. Now, numbness feels artificial, like holding a position my body no longer agrees with. I try to return to old versions of coping. They still exist, but they feel outdated, like software running on a system that has quietly evolved. They glitch, they lag, they don't crash, they just don't run smoothly anymore. I feel the fracture in small moments, when I stare at nothing and realize I'm not resting, when I scroll and feel bored faster, when I sit alone and don't immediately want to escape myself, not because I'm at peace, because I'm too aware. I don't know what I want. I don't know what direction exists. I don't even know if I want direction yet. But I know this: the old internal architecture is no longer trustworthy. It still holds, but I wouldn't lean on it. Not fully, not with weight. Something in me is renegotiating its own existence, quietly, without my permission. I don't feel in control, but I also don't feel trapped. I feel unstable, not in a dangerous way, in a transitional way, like standing between two surfaces and realizing neither one is solid. I don't announce this to anyone. I don't explain it. There is nothing to explain. No event, no story, just an internal shift, a fracture without a sound. I move slower now, not physically, internally. I question more, not aggressively, casually. I catch myself before I automatically agree with my own excuses. That never happened before. I'm not changing. Not yet. I'm not improving. Not yet. I'm not leaving. Not yet. But I'm no longer convinced that staying like this is sustainable, and that doubt is structural damage. I don't dramatize it. I don't name it growth. I don't call it a turning point. It doesn't feel important. It feels subtle, but it feels irreversible. Like a hairline crack you can't see until you know where to look. And once you know, you start seeing it everywhere. In the way I hesitate, in the way I pause before numbing myself, in the way I notice that I'm pretending less. Not because I'm honest, because pretending requires energy now, more than I'm willing to spend. I don't know what replaces the old structure. I don't know if anything replaces it. I only know this: it won't close, not fully, not back to what it was. Something opened, Not wide, not visibly, but enough to change how weight is distributed. Enough to change what I can carry. Enough. This is NOX, not collapse, not awakening, fracture.